God Himself is communicating with you personally through this message, Chosen One. If you're currently seeing this, please do not scroll away. It's no accident. You won, God said. Few people get to experience the rare, wonderful moment that you are in. There is more to this message than words. It's a divine proclamation written just for you. The thing you've been hoping for, praying for, and waiting for is now here. It's happening in your life now. This goes beyond simply changing your perspective. It is an energizing and spiritually potent awakening. You're transitioning from hoping to getting, from desiring to having. Things will start to fall into place more quickly than you could have ever dreamed, since the cosmos is working in your favor. However, you need to listen carefully and completely embrace this holy change. Before we delve further into this transformative insight, I want you to take a moment to do 3 things. To help us achieve 90,000 subscribers, hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment with the number 99. This sacred number will increase the energy of this message by sending a strong signal to the cosmos. Your spirit already knows this truth is for you. Therefore, if you are genuinely a chosen one, you will watch this message through to the end. You might not finish if you're not prepared to accept it. However, be ready if you do. Nothing will ever be the same in your life. Let's delve into this critical message before it slips you by. God said, "You won." This is not a message for the general public, the inquisitive, or the cozy. This is holy. This is aimed directly for you and is heavenly. Amid the solitude of your spirit, amid the tumult, in the silence, heaven has called your name. God is no longer whispering. The message is plain, and He's roaring. Listen carefully. For a moment like this, you have been handpicked, set apart, and divinely marked. Perhaps you have been ignoring the warning flags. The nudges may have seemed like a coincidence to you. Dreams are simply that, dreams. Your own ideas are the only voice in your spirit. But believe me when I say that this is not your typical intuition. This isn't fantasy. You're being called to notice by God Himself. You're not going crazy. Your mission is becoming clear to you. You didn't find this message by accident. It was transmitted, sent directly to the depths of your existence from the throne room of heaven. Not everyone will comprehend that you have been selected. It's all right. Since it's not for them this time, they weren't supposed to. It's for you. You've made an effort to fit in. You made an effort to make it modest. Remain modest and stay out of the spotlight. However, those that were chosen were never intended to dwell in the background. You were meant to ascend, born to push boundaries. Supernatural authority is innate. The expectations of the world are too low for your life's purpose. There is a fire within you that will not go out. You sensed it in the silent times, in the tears, in the conflict between the present and the future. That is the strain of your divine mission attempting to manifest. Because of your unique design, you are not intended to blend in. Every setback, heartache, and betrayal serve to prepare you rather than to punish you. You're not stranded. They're positioning you, and the moment has arrived. Take a bold stance. You can no longer be held by the world. It's almost time for the ceiling to collapse. You've pondered whether God forgot while you waited and waited. Your prayers have never appeared to be answered. Silent nights, days of uncertainty. It wasn't denial, though. It was a divine plan. Heaven was at work in the background as you waited. God's timing isn't sluggish, you see. It's accurate. He had to wait until you, the people, and the environment were prepared for the release. They weren't ignoring you. They were equipping you. The heavens are changing now. The winds are shifting. There will no longer be a breakthrough. It's here. You haven't even entered the rooms where your name is being mentioned. You don't need to knock to unlock doors. It's more than simply momentum. This motion is wonderful. Even your history cannot hinder the magnificent plan that God is putting together. Your burden is finally over. Rest assured, if you're feeling exhausted, trapped, or like you're stumbling in the mud, it's not your reality to feel stuck. It's only a change for you. You're in the corridor between the past and the future. Because you're being forced into purpose, it feels tight. You're seen by God. Behind the tough exterior, He is aware of the weight, the inquiries, and the silent breakdowns. However, angels are being sent out now. There won't be any divine assistance. They're hurrying. There will be reinforcements soon. Not to cheer you up, but to propel you on. This holding pattern is not intended for you to continue. Soon, what was once a wilderness will serve as your starting point. You will triumph on the same field where you once felt lost. Continue. Help is here, not just around the corner. Don't be fooled by your fatigue. You're not weak. You're fighting. The qualified are not called by God. He makes the called eligible. That implies that he is now outfitting you in armor that you were unaware you possessed. Being strong doesn't always feel like yelling from the top of a mountain. At times, it involves deciding to get back up after falling for the 100th time. When you don't hear back, it might be like praying. That's true power. Heaven observes it as well. Faith is being multiplied in every deed. You're not going into combat without anything from God. Truth, knowledge, courage, authority, and spiritual weapons have been bestowed to you. Make use of them. You're not here to lose. You're here to rule, and you already possess the strength you require. Stop shrinking. Stop second-guessing yourself. No more stifling your own shout to appease others. You're not too much. God has given you a task, and you're perfect for it. It does not serve God to play tiny. Bold obedience works. Impact was wired into you. You have energy, ideas, and ideals that have the power to change environments. The enemies battled you so fiercely for that reason. You were hazardous to darkness, not because you were weak. The world lost some of its brightness each time you turned down your light. Go outside. Raise your voice. Act bravely. You were never meant to be mediocre. You were designed to move. You don't live a random existence. It is a calculated move, and your mission will erupt the instant you quit playing small. Life is more complex than meets the eye. Physicality isn't your calling. It has a spiritual component. God is inviting you to walk in insight, revelation, and holy wisdom by mastering the invisible worlds. There is more to this than success. Supernatural stewardship is at issue. Discover the beats of paradise. Examine the ancient truths. Pray authoritatively. Act with heavenly wisdom. You'll be at calm when others are in a panic. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the Super Thanks button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. This divine gift will touch not only your life, but also the souls of many others through this platform. Each of you has a sacred place in God's great design, and your generosity will be the fruit of our prayers. Take action now. Share your blessings to exalt His kingdom, for you were created to do even greater things in God's loving hands. May God bless you. You will be grounded while the world trembles. You were never intended to live a life of blindness. You were created to see. You possess certain areas of authority, expertise, and influence. However, mastery is necessary. God is calling you to go deeper than the surface, into revelation, not routine, into mystery, not boredom. Accept the invisible and witness how everything transforms. Don't keep your talents, voice, or vision hidden any longer. There is no more stillness. You are not anointed to blend in by God, to shake the ground. He called you. It's time for you to venture out with unwavering confidence. Fearlessness is not the same as courage. It's taking action despite dread. You already own the roar. It only requires your consent to emerge. Make your presence known. Make your mission known. What you carry is needed by the world. Give up requesting permission to be strong. You were never supposed to be timid, remorseful, or scared. Now's your moment to roar. Heaven is on your side if you have unwavering bravery, truth, and love. Therefore, roar like it. You've been taught to abide by rules that weren't intended for your fate. Trained to remain quiet, tiny, and safe. However, those who are chosen are not constrained by the norm. You weren't picked by God to walk this path. To make one, He picked you. It's time to shatter the boundaries that have never been yours and to overcome the dread that has been passing for knowledge. Disobey the rules that warned you that you were too unqualified, too late, or too broken. Those falsehoods are shackles. Furthermore, you weren't made to wear chains. It was your destiny to wear a crown. Being mediocre is not why you are here. You're here to use your strength, grace, and grandeur to upend it. There are no formulae for faith. It works wonders. You'll be told to wait by fear. You will be told to be practical by fear. Faith, however, dictates to go. Faith may move without reason. All it needs is the truth. You are stronger than you have ever been taught, and that is the reality. Get over your fear. Put an end to your doubt. This is the season of your breakthrough, and there are no rules for it. This is a revelation. This is not the world for you. You were made to change it. This life is a trial, a short-term experiment for a long-term purpose. You know deep down that you're different from everyone else, even if they can't see it. Your soul keeps track of your origins and your destination. Heaven is your foundation, not your own strength, which makes you unbreakable. The economy might implode. Plans may fail and friends may betray you. But your innermost self is impenetrable, immortal, and divine. You are composed of something that this world cannot create or destroy. Allow yourself to be tested by this world, since each test indicates that you are being trusted with more. Don't be afraid of fire. It is what forges you. You aren't here to go through in silence. Your goal is to triumph with empathy. Leave your heavenly imprint on everything you come into contact with by leading with light. You were in training, yet you felt like you were being ignored. You weren't being ignored by God. The throne was being prepared by Him. Discipline was there in every delay. Each heartache was sacred. All the quiet was holy. You were being prepared for monarchy while others were hurrying forward. The crown is on its way, and you became the version of yourself that could bear it with honor, not because you pleaded for it. What used to seem like punishment turned out to be a prelude to your coronation. You never waited for good fortune. You were turning into the fortunate one. God is going to restore what was rejected, provide glory where it was humiliated, and give a crown where it was crushed. Prepare yourself. Divine history is being written with your name. The wait is ended. Next, you will be crowned by the King. Don't carry unnecessary burdens into the future. The past is no more. It no longer has the ability to control you, but its teachings do. The embarrassment, errors, and lost chances have turned to ashes. And something new is springing into existence from those ashes. You've changed from who you were. Not even close. God has been quietly constructing you in the background. It's time to move into the light now. You've been set free from your past and thrust into the future. The old tale is over. The latest chapter is beautiful. You postpone your own grandeur every time you look back. Let go then. Drop the overanalyzing, remorse, and unforgiveness. Because the future is full with opportunities. No one is writing your future. It's coming to light. It's also larger than you could have ever imagined. You've experienced periods of loneliness, waiting, and questioning whether anybody can truly see or understand you. However, the pain in your heart wasn't ignored. Every mute cries were heard by God, and you are about to experience love, true, sacred love. Healing love, not simply passionate love. Relationship at the soul level. A nourishing friendship. A community that honors your calling rather than rivals it. The type of love that simultaneously makes you feel at home and ignites your soul. It's not something you have to ask for. Heaven has already responded, and serenity comes with love. The type of incomprehensible tranquility that appears amid tumult and sings over your storms. You've had enough of fighting. The conflict is coming to an end. Landing is the blessing. Because you deserve it. Prepare to experience love in unexpected ways. Anything to reassure you that you're not insane for believing in something greater. A sign, a word, a prod is what you've been asking for. This is it then. Not only are you on the correct route, but you're going to run it with power. This is your signal, your green light, and your heavenly affirmation. Thunder isn't necessarily a sign of confirmation. Occasionally, it comes as a whisper that lights up the whole being, and your spirit is aware of it now. You've been waiting for this message, this time, and this truth. Another sign is not necessary. It's this one. Everything is falling into place. The doors that appear to be welded shut are suddenly swinging open, together with spirit, time, and destiny. Not by accident, but by divine decree. After hearing and feeling, you take action. This invitation is not informal. It is being commissioned. You have been allocated, anointed, and chosen by heaven. This goes beyond purpose alone. Placement is key. With God's fire in your bones and heaven's commands in your heart, you have been sent to earth. It's one thing to be called, but having a commission entails having power. You're not alone on your journey. Angels accompany you on your journey. Grace comes after you. You are the conduit through which power communicates. The ability to act, talk, create, and change has been granted to you. Thus, walk as if you were sent. Talk as though you've been selected. Dear brothers and sisters, may God's peace be with you today. I am here to remind you of a profound truth. Our existence is grounded in God's divine plan, unshaken by the world's fleeting concerns. As the Holy Bible says, everything done in faith will be rewarded by God's abundant blessings. Luke 6, verse 38. Like that mighty oak tree, our roots are deeply anchored in God's universal truth. Every step we take, every stance we hold is secured by His power. And now, you have the opportunity to be a part of this blessing. When you click the Super Thanks button and make a $100 donation, this act will return to you 100-fold. Love like the one whose glory has been filled. Your participation in God's plan is necessary. It revolves around you. Now is the moment. You have been selected, and you are now officially free in paradise. Think about a tidal wave, but it's unstoppable and overflowing with pure favor instead of water. You're going to get that wave. Every aspect of your life is going to be flooded with God's grace in ways you never could have predicted. This isn't a coincidence or a case of good luck. It is a blessing from God that will surpass all barriers and erase all constraints. It's possible that you felt ignored, devalued, or even forgotten. However, things are now shifting. The universe is working in your favor, bringing you individuals who will empower and encourage you, changing circumstances and opening opportunities. This surge of support is not arbitrary. It's well timed for your breakthrough and has a purpose. Prepare to encounter extraordinary favor and supply that will be seen and appreciated by others. It will be clear. How did this happen? Many will ask, and the answer will be straightforward. God's blessing is completely for you, inexplicable by human reasoning, and inexorable. Get ready. You will never be the same when your season of favor arrives. Your abilities, passion, and genius have been concealed in the background for far too long. God is intimately aware of things that the world cannot perceive. The time of being invisible is coming to an end. You're going to be in the spotlight. God has put special riches within you, and your gifts are ready to shine for everyone to see. When your potential isn't acknowledged, it's normal to feel underutilized. But keep in mind that until the proper light exposes their sparkle, diamonds remain concealed in the rough. Your skills will soon be recognized and honored. People will notice what you've been growing in the background. Your strength, ingenuity, and knowledge. Don't be scared to take center stage. Rather from being a conceited assertion, your moment to shine is a holy calling. You are made to influence history, inspire people, and make a difference with your abilities. Your brightness is what the world is yearning for. Let burn boldly and brightly now. Your sacrifices have a hallowed quality. The sleepless nights, the dreams you gave up for other people, and the silent suffering you went through. Every tear, every restless night, and every moment you felt invisible yet continued to move forward is seen by God. You will soon get rewards for your silent sacrifices that you never would have imagined. The transition from hardship to jubilation is going to occur in your tale. Power will emerge from what was concealed in suffering. The skies have preserved a record, even though the world may not have noticed earlier. Your loyalty, your fortitude, and your readiness to keep going without praise are all going to be publicly and generously recognized. Prepare yourself for recognition based on fairness rather than vanity. A legacy that will motivate future generations has been made possible by your sacrifices. This isn't simply your prize. It is dedicated to all those who had faith in you while others had not. Take a proud stance. The moment has come for you to be blessed in public. Feel the change in the atmosphere. The wind of heavenly acceleration is rushing in your direction. Days and weeks have replaced the months or years that it used to take. God is accelerating the pace of your destiny in ways that will leave you speechless and in awe. Doors opening more quickly, solutions arriving more quickly, and advancement occurring at an unnatural rate are all examples of acceleration. If you have been praying for movement, momentum, or breakthrough, be ready because it is about to happen. If it seems like things are going too quickly, don't be shocked. Everything has been rearranged by God's hand. There is more to this acceleration than time or chance. It's the long overdue fulfillment of promises. Fast, indisputable improvement is about to repay your confidence. The skies are pushing you ahead like never before. So keep focused, stay connected, and prepare to fly. All of your suffering, scars, and wounds are going to be healed. No longer is healing a far-off dream. It is here, pulsing through your body, mind, and spirit, alive and strong. God is starting a season of healing that will change you, not merely make your old wounds go away. Healing encompasses not just your physical body, but also your soul, relationships, and emotions. Anger, regret, and resentment are releasing their bonds. God is taking their place with pleasure, serenity, and a new sense of purpose. You are being made whole in order to fulfill your divine calling, not simply for yourself. Give yourself over to this mending. Don't suppress your tears. Don't keep your weakness hidden. The process of healing is a journey, yet you are being supported by heavenly hands. This time of year is a wholly new beginning that will set you up for the splendor that lies ahead. The crown is more than a mere emblem. You are on the verge of a concrete reality. God is getting ready to raise you up so that everyone can see you after the long nights, the struggles, and the waiting. Elevation in public is not about pride. It's about carrying out one's destiny with dignity and honor. Your impact is growing. People will begin to turn to you for leadership, inspiration, and direction. Previously closed doors will open wide. Opportunities with your name on them will present themselves. The world is prepared to acknowledge your power, vision, authority, and monarchy. This elevation will magnify your effect and transform your life. However, keep in mind that enormous power carries great responsibility. Serve passionately, lead with courage, and walk with humility. You are given a crown to wear with purpose as a symbol of God's faithfulness and a light of hope. Anticipate invites, supernatural ones that defy human planning, not just any invitations. Now is the perfect time to click the Super Thanks button on YouTube and share God's blessings. You can contribute to His plan and become a part of this divine mission with a donation of $100 or more. Every gift reflects God's generosity, and I believe it will return to you multiplied beyond your expectations. Remember, His protection and blessings are with you in every step you take and every donation you make. You become part of His divine plan. You are a powerful, radiant being, unshakable like His mighty rock. Witness God's miracles, feel the fruits of your generosity in your soul, and illuminate the world with His confidence and courage. Be blessed, and may the Lord's light guide your way. Unexpected opportunities to extend, influence, and connect will present themselves. God has planned these heavenly meetings to propel you into new eras and achieve greater prosperity. Every invitation is a key to opening the next chapter of your life, even if you can't see the whole picture just yet. These moments won't just happen. They will be heavenly tasks that will put you in the right position. Get your heart ready to say yes with courage. Don't allow uncertainty or fear to prevent you from entering these doors. Favor, development, and breakthrough are promised with every invitation. Respond with trust and see how God transforms your narrative in remarkable ways via these supernatural encounters. A new season of plenty is upon us, and the period of scarcity is coming to an end. Money isn't the only issue here. It's about all kinds of riches, opportunities, contacts, resources, and knowledge. God has selected you to be a steward of this transfer, giving you blessings that will transform not just your life, but also the lives of people around you. This transfer is occurring in unanticipated ways and from unexpected sources. It might manifest as presence being doubled, assets growing, or professional avenues opening. Whatever shape it takes, be aware of this. It's heavenly supply, not only material wealth. To accept and manage this treasure, have your hands and heart ready. Well, it's more than simply a windfall. It's a religious duty. Your legacy will be determined by the way you handle this move. Now is your chance to become a leader of blessing and prosperity in your generation. The doors that have prevented you from entering, the chances you were passed up, and the advancements that were postponed are now opening. The impossible is becoming feasible when God turns the keys in celestial locks. You will enter places that others may only imagine. Don't let previous rejection or blocked roads deter you. The purpose of those diversions was to get you ready for what lies beyond. Now, doors are opening due to supernatural intervention rather than human effort. They will open wide and purposefully when they do. When these doors swing open, take a brave step forward. You're being invited to step into fulfillment, freedom, and favor. The wait is ended. Your fate awaits you on the other side of the shattered locks. For you, time itself is bending. The idea of divine timing is no longer theoretical or a pipe dream. It is a dynamic force that is working in your favor. What used to seem unattainable or postponed is now precisely aligned with your breakthrough. God is rearranging time to fit your destiny, even if it may have seemed like you were racing against the clock. The times you've been anticipating are coming closer together. Like the final pieces of a puzzle, opportunities, solutions, and blessings are coming all at once. Have faith in this change. Avoid rushing or pressuring the process. Divine timing is powerful, precise, and purposeful. Nothing can stop you from moving forward when you follow it. It's your season. Time is on your side. Prepare to walk in harmony and see marvels happen. Envision the most intense tempest roaring within your spirit. Anxiety, chaos, and terror. Imagine, however, a river of serenity that is so strong that it stills every wave, quiets every thunderclap, and soothes every racing mind. That deluge is headed your way. Every nervous area of your life is about to be soaked by the gentle yet irrepressible flood of God's peace. You've hauled weights that were too much to handle, worry-filled nights that kept you up at night. However, peace is more than just the absence of conflict. The presence is magnificent, a strong force that is independent of the situation. In addition to calming your emotions, this serenity will stabilize your spirit, providing you with unwavering calm and confidence. This influx of tranquility is not passive. It will travel through your life, resolving conflicts, mending damaged bonds, and clearing up uncertainty. It's an unearthly serenity that gives you the ability to face storms with a quiet head and a steady heart. Your inner world will be a haven despite the carnage that rages outside. Get ready to really enjoy this tranquility. It will change your life, whether it comes slowly or quickly. We remember the conflicts you fought. However, you will be reminded that God's love is greater than any storm by the serenity you are about to experience. Allow this tranquility to envelop you and restore your wholeness. There's a lot of noise in the world, voices that try to pull you in all directions, delusions that make it hard to see clearly, and individuals who don't want what's best for you. However, God is now shining a supernatural spotlight on your life, highlighting what is real and what is fake. Your destiny demands clarity, which is why this separation is required. You cannot proceed when burdened by dishonesty or sidetracked by unfulfilled promises. It will become evident which connections, collaborations, and possibilities fit your actual path, whereas those that don't will go, frequently rather rapidly. This has nothing to do with judgment. It's about divine discernment, a talent that guards your mission and heart. When something you believe to be real turns out to be untrue, it can be painful. However, God's process of separation is a cleansing, a heavenly trimming that is intended to fortify you and straighten your path. Even if this process seems disturbing, have faith in it. The actual is strong, uncommon, and valuable. The phony will never realize your purpose and is only transient. You will be surrounded by connections, honesty, and authenticity as God pulls back the veil, enabling you to reach new heights. The upcoming season will be one of expansion and progress. There will come a day when everything you have created, imagined, and believed in will surpass its boundaries. New, stronger, and more robust foundations are being built beneath your feet, setting you up to reach previously unthinkable heights. Gaining more followers, influence, or money isn't the only goal of expansion. It's about having more capacity, knowledge, and deeper roots. This new chapter will be firmly based on the lessons you've learned, the patience you've developed, and the trust you've maintained. Your comfort zones will be pushed, and new levels of trust will be needed as a result of this progress. However, progress is never simple. It's a lovely, occasionally unsettling process that molds you into the leader you were meant to be. Every brick you lay is evidence of God's faithfulness and your tenacity. Prepare yourself to welcome this growth. The formerly unattainable ideal is now attainable. You are creating more than simply a life. You are creating a legacy. Your future and the futures of those who follow you will both be supported by the foundation that is laid now. One of the strongest forces in the world, love, is now pursuing you. Get ready for divine love is on its way to you if you've been yearning for a soulmate, a kindred spirit, or someone who genuinely sees and cherishes your entire existence. This is a profound and spiritual love, not merely a romantic one. It has the promise of empowering, healing, and uplifted company. In addition to walking by your side, your soulmate will support your goals and aspirations. After a long voyage, this connection will seem like home. Don't lose hope if you've been waiting a long time or if prior relationships have left you shattered. This union is being perfectly timed and precisely orchestrated by God. It will become evident that this was supposed to be a love created by heaven and sealed with grace when your soulmate shows up. Prepare to receive love in its purest form by opening your heart completely. This partnership will not only offer delight, but also encourage you to be the greatest version of yourself. The end of your storm is near. The beginning of your love tale is near. You've been waiting for this time. Heaven's last call. The final push before your destiny comes to fruition. You wouldn't believe how near it is. Every step you've taken, every prayer you've murmured, and every tear you've wept has led you to this essential moment of breakthrough. There's more to the last call than a message. There's a movement. God's plan for your life goes into overdrive at this point, when everything comes together flawlessly. It's an exhortation to get up, take possession of your birthright, and live fearlessly as the chosen person you were always destined to be. Don't pass it up. Remain alert, remain in prayer, and remain prepared. You may not anticipate how this call may manifest through individuals, situations, or epiphanies. When it does arrive, respond right away. Peace, power, and purpose are about to burst in your life. The last call is not for you alone, so cling firmly to your faith. It's for everyone who is prepared to take charge of their divinely appointed destiny. It's almost time to raise the curtain. The scene is prepared. Never has your moment to shine been closer. The innovation you've been longing for isn't some far-off concept. A heartbeat will get you there. You have been prepared for this precise time by every hardship, failure, and moment of uncertainty. It seems as though everything in your life is coming together to form a path that was always intended to.